What's up, guys? Max here, and I want to talk to you about something that we haven't really ever talked about in the show before. So, I'm getting back into doing the Scuttlebutt Show stuff, and while I'm doing so, I'm trying to figure out what I really want this show to be about. One of the things that the Scuttlebutt Show was never about was politics, but that doesn't mean that I don't have my own thoughts. And things are getting more and more intense with the stuff that I hear people saying, talking about. It seems to be something that people really care about. So, I thought maybe I would pose some questions to you, talk about a little bit what I think about what's going on, and kind of get a feel for what everyone kind of thinks on some of these subjects, some of these hot button subjects. So, and this is, I'm experimenting here. I kind of want to see what you guys think. Give me some feedback if you like what I'm doing here, if you like what I'm saying, if you like the dialogue that I'm trying to have with you as the audience. Let me know. So, I was watching the most recent Democratic debate. I've watched them all, and I've got some real concerns. So, watching this thing, they talk about all the same stuff over and over again, and to me, honestly, I feel like they're not really talking about anything. I'd like to address each one of the issues in a separate video, and I'll keep the videos kind of brief. But every time it's the same stuff, and about income and corporations and healthcare and guns and racism and homophobia and sexism and all this stuff. But really, I feel like they're not really saying anything. So I've got some concerns. Okay, so this video I want to talk about. First subject that I think we need to talk about: gun control. So, all right, gun control. I think it's definitely a problem that somebody could go out and buy a gun and then use that gun to commit a crime or an act of violence or a mass shooting, right? Somebody with no criminal background, with no other indicators, can go to a store, buy a really powerful weapon, and then use it against a lot of people. I think that that's definitely a problem. To say that that's not a problem is kind of ludicrous. I feel like everyone virtually must agree that there is a concern that anybody with no prior, convictions for felonies or other red flags can go buy a gun and use that gun to kill people, right? Someone can just have a fit one day, right? Go into rage or, whatever psychologically is going on there that makes people do these things, and they can do it. They can make it happen. Now, especially since I've been living in Japan. In Japan, there's no guns out here. You definitely feel a different sense too, knowing that basically nobody has guns, good guys or bad guys. But when it comes to the political topic, here's what my problem is. I would support some pretty strict gun control laws, to be totally honest with you. I would. I really would. But, oh man, my dog's falling off the couch. So my big problem with it is no one's even having the conversation of what they're going to doing about illegal guns that criminals already, like real criminals already have, like gang members, documented gang members in America from other countries, people who buy guns off the streets. I don't even hear a conversation going on about what they're going to do about that. Here's my basic position on it is this. Everyone should have the right to defend themselves in an equal way as to the threat, right? So what I mean is, if a bad guy has a machine gun, a potential victim should be able to defend themselves with a machine gun. I know machine guns are already illegal, right? So I get that. That's what I'm saying. If a bad guy had a bazooka, a good guy should at least be able to defend themselves with equal force. Now, I know those are like hyperbole. Those are extreme examples, right? But if you say that you're going to take guns off the streets, but only the ones that are available legally, and take them from people who own the guns already legally, but you're not even willing to talk about what you're going to do to get them out of the hands of people who have them illegally, who are actually going to do major crime with them, it's hard to really take you seriously, right? Because if you're targeting the law-abiding citizens and you're ignoring criminals, it's really, frankly, a cowardly position. If more people who are in favor of these extreme gun laws also said we're going to go out and get every gun off the streets and out of the hands of criminals, okay, I got it. If you could guarantee that every AR-15 or assault style weapon was going to be off the streets, then I would support not selling them anymore. But you can't. You're not even talking about it. So if you're going to stand up against law-abiding citizens, you got to stand up against criminals too. That's my position on that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to message me. I'd love to have a dialogue about it. If you support gun control for legally purchased guns, do you support gun control or getting guns off the streets that are on there illegally? why isn't anybody talking about it? Because I think because it's a difficult conversation. So let me know what you think down below. And if you like this content, you want to see more of it, let me know that too. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you soon.